Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session, let's continue deployment pipelines in Power BI service. In the last session, we have seen how can we create the pipelines and how can we promote from dev to test and test to production. And also we have learned how can we compare these pipelines if there is some difference. And also we have learned how can we set the dataset rules in each and every pipeline for the gateway. Now in this session, let's see how can we share this pipeline to one more user and what are these privileges and what are the roles we can get if we share this pipeline to one more user. And also we'll see a few limitations for these pipelines. So currently I have two users. One is my regular account, which is Power BI service account. Another one is some test account. This is a brand new account. So let's understand it is source and target. So source is my Power BI service account and the target is a test account. So currently you don't have any access to these pipelines and there is no workspace access also. So now let me go back to my source account and try to give access. So once you are in this pipeline section, we can click on this access and you can add the users here. So currently we have only one privilege, which is admin privilege for this pipeline. So search for the user here. And before you click on add, there is some warning or some information here. Access to this pipeline does not give permission to the assigned workspaces. It means currently we are giving access to this pipeline. So pipeline access will not give access to these workspaces. So we know, even though it is a pipeline, we can see three workspaces here: dev workspace, test, and production. So everything has its own privileges. So now we are giving only pipeline access, not workspace access. So let me click on add, click on close. Now let me go back to the target account, which is test account, and try to refresh this Power BI service. Now click on the test. So now this user has access to this pipeline, but he cannot able to access the workspaces. That's why we have some warning here. You don't have permission to view the content of this workspace. So now what we can do is go back to source account and let me go back to this dev workspace and give access. Workspace access and search for the user again. Now we now have four different privileges inside the workspace. One is admin, member, contributor, and viewer. So again, depends on admin role and member, contributor, and viewer role. The way he can access the pipeline will be different. So for example, let's continue with admin now. So let me add him as admin. So we know admin is highest privilege. He can do whatever inside the workspace. He can add some users. He can change the roles of the users. So the same way, he can also control the pipelines where he can have a full control. So close. Now if I go back to this target account and refresh this page, now we can see this got access. Again, these two still don't have access because he is part of only dev workspace now. Now, if this user click on show more, like how we can see all the data sets and reports from the other user account, we can see everything as in the same way. And you can also manage these pipelines in the same way how the other user can do. Now, what we can do is, let me go back to the source account and make it as viewer. So workspaces, dev, access. So let me change it to viewer access. Let me give access to this workspace as well. So let me add admin again for this workspace. Click on add. Now if I go back to target, now if I refresh back, now we can see if I click on show more, now see the viewer role got applied. So now he can still access this test, but he cannot able to promote to test because in the admin role, he can able to promote to test, but he cannot promote to test in viewer role. And also he cannot see data sets. He can just see the reports here. So that's the difference between admin and viewer if I compare these two things. Now let me go back to this workspace and make him as member or contributor. So go to dev workspace, access, make him as member. So we know member and contributor has very thin line of difference, a very small difference between member and contributor. Only one or two roles or privileges may change, but most of the roles will be applicable for both member and contributor. But as per comparison, member is highest privilege, then only contributor comes in the order of admin, member, contributor, and viewer. Now let me go back to the target. So let's refresh this page again. Now we can see for the member role, he can able to see these data sets. He can also able to deploy to test, which is he can promote to a new stage here. So like this, depends on the permissions he has in the workspace level, he can control these pipelines. That is first thing. So now let's see limitations of these pipelines. So by default, pipelines will not support all the sources. So in the last session, the demo, we have taken SQL Server as our data source for these pipelines. So if it is SQL Server, which is from Microsoft, and Azure SQL, Oracle, SAP HANA, and all the Microsoft sources, which is including HSAS also, we can see these pipelines. We can promote from dev to test and test to production, but not for all the sources. So we know Power BI supports many sources, but as of now, we can promote like this only for few sources. Maybe in future we can get support to other sources. That is first thing. And second thing is, so now for this demo, we have taken a report from Power BI desktop and we published to Power BI service. It means this report originated from Power BI desktop file. But we also know in Power BI service itself, we can create some reports based on some external data. So if we do in that way, we cannot promote to these stages. So let's see with an example. So let me go back to my source account. Let's say if we are in any workspace, dev workspace, for example. So let me expand this workspace. So currently we have two data sets. One is EMP, other one is employee. So if we click on get data and click on file. So let me take a file from my OneDrive, which we have this financial sample file. This one for now. Click on import. Now we can see along with EMP and employee, we have one more dataset called financial sample, but this is not coming from PBX file. This is just came from some external source, which is from Power BI service itself. Now, if I go back to the pipelines, we can see some difference. Now, if I try to click on deploy to test, see we got some error here. Workspace includes unsupported items. So during deployment, unsupported items in the workspace won't be deployed to the next stage. So if the report is not from PBX file, it is not published from Power BI desktop to Power BI service, we cannot deploy to different stage. It's one more limitation we have. And we have a few more. I just want to cover a few so that you can try from your end other limitations. And in these pipelines, we can also publish apps, three different apps from three different workspaces. So we know what are apps and how can we use the apps. So apps are something where we can use to share the content to the other users. So where we can bundle the content, all the dashboards and reports together, and we can share to users. So same way, if you want to create apps for three different workspaces, like for dev, test, and production, we can click on publish app, and we can able to publish three different apps from three different stages. That's also possible. And this will also support backward deployment. So backward deployment means, for example, if you click on these three dots in the production, we can see deploy to previous stage. So previous stage means, so if you remember in the last session when I was trying to create a pipeline, it was asking to which stage we should deploy this data set. So let me do that with new workspace. So if I go to this premium workspace, and if I try to create a pipeline, so let me just take it as the test one for now and click on create. Now see, it is asking to which stage you want to deploy. Let's say, for example, if I click on this production and click on assign, now the first two will be empty, the third will be assigned to production, the stage. So click on assign. Now if I click on these three dots, we can see deploy to previous stage. So this is possible, depends on to which stage you are going to deploy for the very first time. So if I click on this deploy to previous stage, so now we can see it got deployed back to test from production. That is called deploying to previous stage. That also possible in these pipelines. In the same way, we can also deploy from test to dev. So we can type in this way as well. And also, let's say, for example, if I try to delete this pipeline. So let me click on these three dots and click on delete pipeline. That's all. It will be deleted. So now we have removed this pipeline, but still the workspace will remain same. So if you go to workspaces, we can see this premium test. So that also we have to understand how this deletion process works. Now let's say, for example, I want to change the name of this workspace. That's also possible directly from here. So if you click on this three dots, workspace settings, we can directly go here and change the name. So in the last session, we're just gone with the default names for the Microsoft. So let's say if I name it as test stage, it's also possible. Again, that workspace should be available. So click on save. See, like this, we can also rename these pipelines. Now let's see one more example. So let me go back to dev and try to click on workspace settings. Click on delete workspace. Click on delete. So we have an error here. Workspace can't be deleted. So because this workspace is already part of this pipeline. So if it is part of a pipeline, we cannot remove the workspace. That is something we have to understand. So, but how to remove this workspace? So what we can do is, we can go to these three dots and click on unassign. It means first we need to unassign this workspace to this stage. Then we can go and remove the workspace. So click on this unassign workspace. Click on unassign. Now it is done. It is empty. Now we can go to the workspace called dev. And we can go to workspace settings. And if we can try to remove now, this will be fine. Click on delete. See, that's all. And let's try to do one more thing now. So let me first unassign this production. Now see, the pipeline is empty. So how we assigned earlier, we can also unassign the same way. Now we have unassigned dev and test and production stages. Now it is empty. We can also see assign a new workspace. So click on assign a workspace. We can select which workspace you would like to assign. So dev production, which is already there because we have removed dev workspace. That's why we can see dev production workspace. So click on this and we can assign directly to production. So if you click on these three dots and click on to previous stage. So let's see what happened now. Apply to previous stage. We have a new workspace name of dev test and all the content is copied from production to test. But if you remember, we have already a workspace called dev test before and we have renamed that to test stage. So that is the workspace here, which is test stage, which is the renamed workspace. So still it will be there. By default, in Power BI service, if you try to deploy the content from one stage to other stage, it will always create a new workspace. It will not reuse the existing workspace. That is something we have to understand. Again, we don't have dev here. So if you click on this one, and if you click on to previous stage, you can see creating a workspace. So that's something you have to understand while working on these pipelines. So hope you got some better idea on these pipelines. How can we manage the pipelines and how can we control the pipelines and how can we do this previous stage deployment and all. So please practice. If you have any questions, please post in the comments. I'm happy to help you. So that's all for now. And we'll meet in next session, guys. Please share with your friends. Please like the videos. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.